Alright, today we're going to be picking a DOM Plura. This is the bidding, which is pretty reasonable. It's a really high lifts. This one here and this one here are both spools. And the rest are a weird DOM barrel-y thing. These are a blue belt lock on LPU, and they are just filled with DOM magic. I have managed to get this picked just off camera 2 minutes ago, so I figured, well, better film it while it's fresh. So let's lock that back up. Oh, I've got the C-clip off the back. I should put that back on before I film it. There we go. I've got pliers in another room, but yeah, that'll work. Just a bit illegal. Okay, so key works fine. That over there. I'm using a multi-pick V31 and the SP12, which fits. It's got pretty nasty-ish warding, but it still fits the tool quite nicely at the top there. Also got this Sparrow's Fat SS Dev just to help get that front spool. It's a bit fat to really fit in the warding, but we'll use it if we need it. So I've also marked pin spacing on the side. So much warding in this thing can be hard. You end up pushing on warding, not pins. Now, pretty much everything in this acts a bit like tapered T-pins. So, not the most exciting pick. A lot of going back and forth. Until you finally feel counter rotation. And then the spools of this thing are pretty damn evil, really. They just don't really counter rotate very nicely. Sometimes you have to manually sort of rotate back to get them to go. So just trying to find and nudge those T-barrel things up. Gently, gently. If you use too much tension, which is normally what you would want to do for tapered pins, then they lock up so solid you never get them open. So annoyingly, you've got to be kind of gentle, which does mean tapping another 300 times. It's not that bad, but I know it took me a few minutes to get it off camera. You can feel tiny core rotation when you touch some of these pins, so it does let you know that some progress is being made. You want to be careful not to overdo it because these things are full of torpedo pins, so if you are a bit too aggressive and you overset, you will get stuck. going to try. Oh, there we go. We've just clicked into a deeper false set, which probably means we've just hit that last barrel. Yep. So just give each pin a final bit of a nudge. Okay, here we are, counter rotating on 2. I think we got it. Counter rotating on 5. Yep, but we lost 2 this time. There we go, got it. Sort of got to bounce it a bit like you're trying to unseat a gin. Constant pick pressure gets you nowhere. Sort of got to bounce it, manually counter rotate, but not too far or everything drops. DOM Plura. Many people hate and despise this lock, and I could definitely understand why. It took me quite a while to work it out. You don't want to use too much tension. Really have to be gentle and just patient. All right, let's slide this clip back off. Just spread that a tiny bit. There we go, it'll come off. Yeah, pay attention to which way the key pin's going. No real need to shim this one. Just slide it out and commit. All right. Okay, so pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and torpedo on 6. This is the core. We've got double drill protection here on the front. No like fancy milling or anything. Let's a better look at that keyway. You can see that warding. So it is reasonably open, and you can pick off this lower ledge here up through, but yeah, the warding does get in the way a little bit. Definitely done worse. Yep, so it's the core. Let's just slide these down. So it's standard on 1 and 2, torpedo 1, 3, 4, standard on 5, and another torpedo. So these are the DOM torpedo pins. For all the time I've been playing with it, I don't think I've gotten stuck on one of them once. But I guess if you were trying to bump it or something, they would definitely come into play, or try to rake it. That would definitely come into play. So pin 1. This. Whoa. Barrel-y, standard-y thing. 2. Is it pretty? Yep. Good deep spool. 3. Barrel-y thing. Barrel-y thing. Spool. everything. All the pins are symmetrical, top and bottom, so it doesn't really matter which way you put them in. Not like American 1100 serrated pins, for example, which have a fat side and a thin side. So you don't have to be too careful. Alright, that is, let's get the key there too, a DOM Plura. So, yeah, you can see they've got these two types of pins. I'm assuming these are steel and are hardened. Yeah, they've got this little lip on the end, so they're like a T-piece, but they also act tapered the whole way. Same as this one here, here and here, and these spools look like normal spools, but man, they're really more difficult than normal somehow. Some kind of DOM magic. So that is the feared and hated DOM Plura. Picked in what I think was probably a reasonable time. I'm happy with that, and I'm probably not going to pick it again, so what I'll have to do. Anyway, thanks for watching.